Broncos country, NFL draft nerds, you've heard those names at the top of the board when it comes to wide receivers in the 2025 NFL draft class. You got Travis Hunter, Tet McMillan, Luther Burden, Emeka Egbuka. But have you watched any of Matthew Golden? Could he possibly sneak into the first round? I think very much so. Today we're going to be taking a look at a handful of his plays in the regular season against the University of Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs, and I think you're going to be impressed with him. We'll get into his numbers and statistics afterwards, but somebody that I don't think people were expecting him to have as high of a role in the offense as he did. A lot of people had very high expectations for Isaiah Bond, but it seemed like Matthew Golden seemed to develop the best chemistry with Quinn Ewers, and I think that there's a lot of positives to his game. Comes in very well rounded, of course, with some things to work on, as all these guys do. But let's go ahead and get into it. Again, shout out to Guru Film Room, the largest database for player cut-ups in the NFL draft, college football, and just college football raw game film. Join us. Link below. Early bird sale is ending this week. Now let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I have done enough of the housekeeping. Let's watch some blocking, shall we? And I do have this slowed, and I'll pause periodically to avoid any copyright. But now you see, this little screenplay to the running back or running back pass design. Watch how he picks up this DB right here. I think really solid blocking there on number 8, and helps turn this thing into a nice substantial gain. You can see, I think he's given a good effort right there with the blocking, and yeah, this ends up being a nice gain on first down for about 5 yards or so. Love to see that. Uh, hey, look at this route that he gives, wide open. I think there were a lot of plays where he's just wide open throughout the season, and they're just missing him. They're just not throwing him the ball. But let's go ahead and get to the 10:42 mark. This is a ball that comes from Arch Manning when he was in the game. You'll see they have Matthew Golden right up here in the slot, and he runs like a nice crosser. Just wide open, just absolutely wide open. We'll watch that again. You can imagine some of these NFL quarterbacks, Bo Nix, hitting these guys. Again, wonderful play design, actually, by Sark. Here, I just think Arch gets over aggressive right here. One to hit. I don't know if that's Ryan Wingo or whatnot, but maybe this is more of like a dig rather than a crosser. I'm sorry, y'all. But you can see, just wide open. Multiple guys open, but Matthew Golden was wide open right here, man. No doubt about it. And if he would have just hit him on that dig, it's game over. He overshoots the intended receiver. That's rough. But you love to see, comfortable running those dig routes, those deep outs. We've seen comebacks. You'll see that all throughout his film. At the 12:17 mark, we'll get to another dig. Time, watch him up top. Again, not intended on this. This play kind of goes in a little bit different of a direction, right? But you can see the potential and kind of the routes in which he runs quite a bit. And somebody who's comfortable going over the middle, I like it. Let's take a look again at how he blocks. Here, I just love to see how he helps run blocking right here. Can take on this edge. You'll see him right here. Helps kind of seal the edge for this run play. Squaring up. Good technique right there. Holds 32 at bay. Just enough to get him out of the play. And then this ends up being a really nice gain from the Longhorns. So we can watch that again. And squares him up. Oh, yeah, this is like a little toss play to Ryan Wingo, and again, just a lot of open field right here. A lot of this is because Matthew Golden helps seal the edge on that edge rusher number 32, and the secondary players have to come up and make a play. There we have it. Now let's finally get to some money plays, right? You want to see what he does with the ball in his hands. Check this out. See right here in the slot, and imagine him in like Sean Payton's offense or whatever. First, hey, we're going to motion him out a little bit, help get a read on what kind of coverage they're running. And then at the snap, moves forward. Another crosser, boom, just wide open. Really quick, clean out of his break right there. Really nice cut. I don't know what you call this route. It's like a ginormous Texas route, kind of like a post, but absolutely love to see it. And we'll watch it one more time here. Motion him out. And just 8 has no chance with that sort of leverage. Boom, it's over. I love to see that route running. Here he sets a really nice pick route that ends up being a touchdown. I don't think there was a flag on this play. I apologize if there was, but I don't think so. So you see Matthew Golden, he's up here. Now watch what they do. They're going to bring, I think it's Isaiah Bond in motion at the snap. And then he'll cut back. Then watch what he does right here. Really solid route here. Nothing you can do about this if you're Georgia. Just completely mans the guy. No flags on the play. I don't see it. So I love to see these types of plays. Comfortable getting in the way, running these sort of rub routes, pick routes, all that. Sorry, did not intend to go away from it right there. But yeah, you can see just gets in the way. Maybe Troy Franklin could learn a little bit from, right? All that to say, love to see it. Now, this might have been his best catch of the day. 1942. He is right down here, as you can see. And just watch how he adjusts to the ball. Great ball tracking, good speed, great hands, just the ability to adjust on something on the fly. Again, you're going to get a bunch of over the top coverage. And Matthew Golden, I mean, does his thing, doesn't bite on the hesitation, but then look at how he just adjusts. Beautiful. We'll watch it again. And kind of give you a little double move hesitation. Really love this. Good on 12 for not having his ankles broken, right? But I thought that this was ran pretty well. Then gets out of his break really quickly. Oh man, it sees that. You know what, man? This ball is not going deep. I'm going to be the one to adjust to it, and that's exactly what he does. Diving catch, first down, baby, first down. And let's get the end zone view of this as well. See Quinn Ewers. And there he is. Head up at the right time. Get in position. And then, I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Extension, hands, the ball tracking. Man, I feel like this. I'm throwing shade on Troy Franklin. I like Troy Franklin, but, ball tracking. Another thing Troy Franklin could learn from. Matthew Golden on, right? Love it. Love to see it. All right, let's take a look at another dig route. We love our dig routes. At the 24:05 mark. Matthew Golden up here up top. Again, just watch how fluid he is coming out of his break here. And maybe you'd like to see him run that with just a little bit more direct cut. But again, like zone coverage, this is a guy that's just going to destroy zone coverage, I feel. Especially with a quarterback that can throw over the middle. And if you're a Broncos fan watching this video, you got a quarterback that can do that. Boom. Good hands, good adjustment to the target. Love it. And lastly, let's take a look at this run block to help out maybe another future Bronco in Gunnar Helm, Colorado native. Both him and Terrence Ferguson, aren't they? 27-35. All right. Watch him up top. Ends up throwing to Gunnar Helm in the flat. But hey, kind of bullied right here on the release. You know, that's going to be something that he's got to work on, right? He was not expecting that physicality right there. All right, we'll run it. See, he's got his eyes not on the cornerback right there. Something else. I don't know. And then he's shoved. Good for him on maintaining his balance, though, and still moving forward. And then, you know, with his speed, he would be able to beat it over the top. But Ewers is already thrown into the flat to 86, Gunnar Helm, as he should. And heads up play from Matthew Golden right here. Gunnar Helm makes a miss, and then he's picking up the safety right there, helping Gunnar Helm get some more yak. Really nice play by Gunnar Helm. But yeah, like overall, I feel like Matthew Golden is a guy that I think he would be a fantastic fit in Denver and for many different uh, teams. The back half of the first round, they're looking for a wide receiver. Again, he kind of meets everything that you'd want to see in terms of a wide receiver. Played at a big pro team. He's got great size. I think he's around 6 feet. Yeah, 195 pounds. Still 21 years old. Excuse me. So plenty of tread on the tires not utilized yet, right? Like still plenty of usage ready to go. Contested catch rate was great, 61.1, drop rate 6.5. You'd like to see that a little bit lower, but it is what it is. But essentially, guys, I mean, was 13 yards away this year from being a 1,000-yard receiver. That's really great in 16 games. So can play in the slot. You see about 25% or so of his snaps were in the slot. You can put him out wide. Versatile, Marquee Sports, big proponent of signing Chris Godwin because of his versatility. You can put him in the slot. You can put him out wide. What's interesting with Matthew Golden, you can do that as well, as you've seen in some of these plays. You can motion him quite a bit, put him in the slot. You can put him out wide. Sean Payton really loves that. So, I mean, I would be thrilled. Again, I'm okay with plenty of different directions the Broncos go. Stay at 20, move up in the draft, trade back in the draft. You could draft a wide receiver, running back, tight end, defensive lineman with the first round pick. There are plenty of things or plenty of scenarios in which I'm a happy camper. But Broncos country, even if you're an Ashton Genty fan or Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren type of guy, Walter Nolan, you can't forget about Matthew Golden. I think that he would be a fantastic pick with our first round pick. Maybe he falls to the second round. I have no idea. It's still very, very early out, but nonetheless, a guy who I think is going to be an immediate upgrade for any team that drafts him for their wide receiver group. Only 4 drops on the year, so that's awesome to see. Again, 4 drops on how many targets? 83. Yeah, you'll take that. Grade versus man coverage. This is where he could, as you could see from that one release, how does he do against press man? Maybe we'll get to see more of that. I forget if he's at the Senior Bowl. I'm assuming that he is, but we'll have to see. I'll get caught up on all that this weekend. And yeah, that needs to be an area of focus for him. But nonetheless, I think a well-rounded, versatile wide receiver that runs a lot of the routes that if you're a Broncos fan, you could see, yeah, like how he would fit into this offense, and still young, plenty of upside, plenty of room to grow. And, Sean Payton loves his Longhorns. So, Matthew Golden, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you a fan of him? Do you want to see him in Denver? Where would you put him? First round talent? Let me know. Guys, I'll be back tonight. I'm doing a collaborative live stream with myself. So I got this going on my Broncos channel as well as my Buffs channel. Shrine Bowl postgame. So we'll go through all of it, who played well, who helped their draft stock, with a little bit of bias towards, making sure we check in on our Colorado Buffaloes players, but we'll talk about everybody. So really appreciate it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe on the way out. Go Broncos.